Hi everyone. I realized that I have never done a video about testosterone and that it's been 6 years for me in like 6 days. So I was like, yeah, I'll do something on testosterone. One reason is that I'm about to shave off this ridiculous beard. This was not actually intentional, really. I just got busy and lazy and then ended up with this like craziness. I'm like this lumberjack mountain man from Vermont kind of situation, which is really interesting. Um, but anyway, so in the beginning, I had the initial changes that a lot of people experience, change in voice and body hair and musculature, um, dick growth, and eventually started to get a little bit of facial hair. I wasn't able to really grow out a beard until I would say maybe last year. So that's like 5 years in for me. Um, and other than that, since those initial kind of oh, and I got an Adam's apple, which I didn't even know some people did, and I was like, whoa, surprise. Um, so anyway, so since those initial kind of changes in the first year or so, the only other changes have really been, I would say, the acne situation's gotten better. It's still not perfect. I still have really oily skin. It was a little bit oily before I even started testosterone, so um, take that for what it's worth. I am 27, so um, having acne is not ideal, but certainly there are lots of other folks my age who still have acne. And I don't really care that much. And I also have noticed that my hair is starting to thin. Um, so body hair, I think, is, in part genetics. For me, my body hair, like the amount of it and where it is and stuff, ended up being a lot like my dad. Like he doesn't have a whole lot of leg hair, neither do I, or much chest hair, neither do I. um, that kind of stuff. But I think that definitely genetics is not the end all be all. So I know guys who have folks in their family who are really, really hairy and then they ended up not being hairy at all, or vice versa. Although usually the person on testosterone has ended up being the less hairy one. Just the people that I know, but I only know like, well, people of that background, like where I know their family hair pattern background is relatively small. Uh, so yeah, so I wanted to show my hair, although like you don't know what thinning hair looks like. Yeah, so I'll take you on a magic carpet ride here for a minute. So that's kind of what's going down. It was never like really, really thick. It's always been like pretty fine and curly when it isn't fried to bits. Um, so yeah, so I'm thinking about starting something to help um, prevent losing it because I don't know if I can rock the baldness that well. But if I go bald, I go bald, whatever. And it seems like, and this is just an observation that I've had. I don't know if this is true for what other people have found, but it seems like a lot of transmasculine spectrum folks on testosterone that I know, like the longer that they're on it and the older that folks get, the more likely it is that they'll lose hair. And it seems like almost every, no, I would say every older trans guy that I know um, has at least had some thinning of their hair, um, which I think when you look at the general population, that's true of a lot of guys, but certainly not all. And in my case, the baldness is on your mother's side. And when I look at my mom's dad and my mom's brothers, um, all, her dad has great hair, two of her brothers have great hair, and then one of her brothers lost quite a bit of his hair. So it seemed like I had a good shot of keeping a lot of it. It's not really looking like that now. But that's okay. So anyway, so those are my thoughts on hair loss and testosterone. So yeah, other than the beard coming in more and acne going away a little bit more and my hair bidding me farewell, I haven't really noticed a whole lot of changes since the first couple of years of testosterone. So that's about it. Thanks.